Although several names are associated with the political coalition, including, in the first instance, Atiku Abubakar, Nasir El-Rufai, Peter Obi, Rauf Aregbesola, and the rest of them, including David Mark. But we now know that without doubt, the adopted political party, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, now belongs to Atiku as the de facto owner of the party. And so is the landlord who can evict anybody anytime. Is in full control. And among those who have submitted to that reality are Nasir El-Rufai, Rauf Aregbesola, and the rest of them. The only person standing out is Peter Obi, who has been saying that he will not play second fiddle to anybody. Now, the African Democratic Congress used to belong to Ralph Nwosu, who has now sold the party to Atiku Abubakar. Don't ask me how much he paid for the former landlord of the African Democratic Congress to quit the house for him. So you want to call it the land or the house? Ralph Nwosu has packed his bag and baggages and left the house for the new landlord, Atiku Abubakar. How much did the Abubakar pay to Ralph Nwosu? We will never know. But you can see that some of the state chairmen of the ADC are complaining that they were never carried along in the transferring of the ADC to the coalition. Some state chairmen are saying that. Yeah, but they are not the owners of the ADC. The owner has sold it. He has sold it. So, if you are caretaker, you are no longer relevant. So, whether you accept it or not, the landlord has sold the house. So you have to quit or continue to be caretaker for the new landlord, Atiku Abubakar. And we have to note also that Ralph Nwosu, the owner, the de facto owner of the party, is an Igbo person. And you can see another Igbo person, Kenneth Okonkwo, saying that the presidential ticket of the ADC is open to North and South, and even that a non-Northerner will not be able to defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. So automatically, reading behind the lines and the body language and words of Kenneth Okonkwo, the person that will emerge eventually as the presidential flag bearer of ADC, will be the landlord, Atiku Abubakar, the only northerner who has the clout and the de facto owner of ADC. But as I said, Dele Momodu was the first person to say what Kenneth Okonkwo is now saying, that only a northerner will be able to defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Only a northerner. What's the rationale for that? What's the explanation? What's the explanation? Among those clamoring for change, on a serious note, are some northerners who don't agree with the status quo. Not to mention some Hausa people. And even the Middle Belt, the North Central, as it is called, are there. So, is it all northerners that are for the mess on ground and the injustice that Atiku Abubakar represents, North-South injustice? Just as Bola Ahmed Tinubu represents zonal injustice, as I've been saying. So, if Nasir El-Rufai is indicating interest, Rauf Eregbesola is indicating interest, Rotimi Amechi is indicating, all these are to create confusion towards the emergence of Atiku Abubakar as the presidential flag bearer of the ADC. So, the message for Peter Obi is that he should have a plan B. Yes. And it's not just, we cannot leave it to Peter Obi, please. Financially and otherwise. And because this should not be about money. It should be about justice. That's what I'm saying. Atiku and his dollars must be rubbished. The Yoruba people say glory and money are not the same thing. Glory is not the same thing with money. They say you are looking for money and you met glory on the way. What else are you looking for? So Nigerians must decide for glory. In this context, justice. Because otherwise, if justice is not done, as this has not been done with the current rulers, then what are where are we heading to? Nowhere. We'll be jumping and landing on the same spot. And as you can see, the All Progressives Congress came into power in 2015. This is 2025. Muhammadu Buhari spent 8 years. Things only got worse from beginning to the end of his reign. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came, he has spent more than 2 years only for things to be getting worse. Yes, he increased more than double the fuel price. The fuel price went to more than 1,000 naira at a point. It came to 800 and something naira at another point. Now it is, at least in Ilorin, about a week ago, it was 935 naira. As at this morning, in the filling stations that I saw, 900 naira. So that is where fuel price that used to be 200 and something under Buhari, with Nigerians shouting this was too much, or shouting this is too much, and Tinubu came in to increase it to was it 650 or what, about triple, at least more than double what the price he inherited, and then went up, and now 900 naira per liter as I speak in Ilorin. Last week it was 935 naira. So if we go by that alone, plus electricity subsidy is gone, education subsidy is gone, all other subsidies are gone. So what are you talking about? How much money will Atiku give you that will solve Nigeria's problem? Not just for you, but for your children and children's children. So we are talking of repositioning Nigeria for greatness. And that cannot be done under injustice. North, South, or Zona, to start with that. Because that is a modicum of justice. Political order is very important. Order that must be respected by all and sundry. So, but now to use Rufai is looking to be president, Lamido is looking to be president, Aregbesola is looking to be president, Rotimi Amechi is looking to be president. Therefore, anybody is free to, and we know that the person you have in mind is Atiku Abubakar. If you are hiding now, you are hiding behind a needle. So you are not hidden. You are in the open. Broad daylight. We know where you are going. So, Ralph Elmosu, the Igbo man, who sold his party to Atiku Abubakar, how much was he paid? We will never know. But nothing goes for nothing in Nottingham. And Kenneth Okonkwo, another Igbo man, who dumped Peter Obi to join the camp of Atiku Abubakar. How much did that come to? We will never know. But one thing we know, some Igbo people are behind how Peter Obi will never become Nigeria's president. And it's not just some Igbo people. They have the likes of Nasir El-Rufai, Rauf Aregbesola, and from adding 2 plus 2 together, apparently, Dele Momodu, just to mention, and Rotimi Amechi. So all those said to be gunning Lamido, another person. So all these people are playing the game of creating confusion in favor of Atiku Abubakar. That is the handwriting as I read it on the wall. It's left to Nigerians whether they want Nigeria to continue on the path of injustice and political disorder, political confusion, because some people are benefiting from the disorder and from the confusion. Yes, as Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan created and benefited from the confusion in 2011 when he deprived the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua's Northwest of producing his successor. But we are saying, let us put this behind us. Let us open a new page. Let us start on a new plate to position Nigeria for greatness through justice. But now you want to deny justice and you are saying the presidential ticket is open to North and South. On what basis? For what reason? You now say it's when you get power, you begin to do. Oh my God. The All Progressive Congress used all manners of deception to get power from the People's Democratic Party in 2015. And now we have seen the confusion that you are creating to achieve your aim. And by the grace of God, you will not achieve your aim. And this, I'm calling on Nigerians, North and South, to open their eyes. If as many as want Nigeria positioned for greatness, justice, peace, unity, progress, should not support this coalition. Should Atiku Abubakar emerge as the presidential flag bearer? And I want to appeal to Ọmọyẹle Ṣoworẹ to think of allying with Obi so that Obi can be the flag bearer of his own political party. Because I don't trust the Labour Party with Joe Ajaero and Festus Osifo, who only in 2024, last year, dished Nigerian workers by romancing with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, is that the party that Obi will now think he has? You don't have Labour Party. You don't have it. You can never trust Joe Ajaero. And when he was bragging, as if 250,000 for a minimum wage for workers, those who knew him said he would renege. He would ditch the workers because they knew him, and they did. So what are you? And they have created so much problem, headache for you, that you should never really think you have a good party in Labour Party. So, but Ọmọyẹle Ṣoworẹ, if he can be gracious enough to come to Nigeria's rescue and offer his party to Peter Obi, I think that he would have made history, and this goal of a better Nigeria would have been closer to achievement, and his own future too better solidified, politically speaking.